Hey everyone, Sweet Johnny Cage here. Welcome to the final part of the Bloodborne full playthrough walkthrough. This is a Let's Play style walkthrough, so it's a bit more of a casual atmosphere. I'm just here to make a hard game easier for you. That's my job. I will show you my stats. Current level 162, with 50 Vitality, 40 Endurance, 50 Skill, 20 Blood Tinge, and 29 Arcane. We have done all of the Chalice dungeons, we've done the DLC, and we have completed the entire main adventure of Bloodborne. So we've done literally everything this game has to offer, except kill the final two bosses. So in this guide, I'm going to show you how to access the real final boss. He has to be... You need to complete these steps before killing the final boss. So you can challenge the final boss now, as long as you don't kill him, either die or hunt or mark out. You can still challenge the real final boss. So in order to do that, we first need to collect 3 of these items, 1/3 of umbilical cord. There's a total of 4 in the game. You get 1 for killing Murgo's wet nurse. You get 1 inside of the church workshop. What the hell is it called? Jesus Christ. Can't remember. Abandoned old workshop. You get 1 there. And then there are 2 more that you can obtain. So we're going to get those now. Let me just double check their locations. I know where one of them is. I just want to make sure I know where the 4th one is. 1/3 umbilical cord. Okay. Murgo's wet nurse, abandoned old workshop, Ariana, and Iosefka. Okay, great. Right. Okay, so in order to get 3, you need to have completed at least 1 quest. And that's 1 quest out of 2 total quests. I've completed both, so I'll show you the location. But what you need to do is you need to either rescue Ariana, the Woman of the Night, the whore of the streets of Central Yharnam, or Cathedral Ward, I should say. You need to rescue her and make sure that she lives by killing the suspicious beggar. And I'm not sure if you have to kill Adela the Nun. I think you do. Right. Should we remove Ariana's blood vial? Okay, yeah, so Adela the Nun can kill Ariana. So either kill Adela or just never accept Ariana's blood. And then just progress through the game, and then once the blood moon rises, you'll be able to get what you need. The other quest is to kill Imposter Iosefka, and that's the one we're going to start with. So Imposter Iosefka can be challenged earlier in the game, and if you kill her there, you won't get it. I think you get a rune from her for doing it that way. However, if you leave Imposter Iosefka alive until the end of the game and you did not ever challenge her, then she will be on a gurney in Iosefka's clinic, sort of giving birth to an old one. I don't know what's really going on. I think that's what she's trying to do, but it's not working out. And then we kill her there, and we get the cord. So let's do that now. So we will warp to the beginning of the game in the first floor sick room. And then we've already accessed Iosefka's clinic from the back. So this door should be open, I think. If it's not, we'll just go around. It is open. Okay, good. Cool. All right. Oh, also, I should mention this. So this celestial child here, or celestial emissary, this is the real Iosefka. So basically what goes on here is that Imposter Iosefka breaks in and transforms the real Iosefka into a celestial emissary. And the way you know that is by killing the celestial emissary. It will 100% of the time drop Iosefka's blood vial. Okay, so we can find the Imposter Iosefka over here. Alright, so once we enter here, we'll sort of hear her moaning. Yep, she's on a gurney up here. And you can speak with her.
It's progressed. I knew it.
So she thinks that she's going to give birth to an old one, but we can just kill her, and now we get the 1/3 umbilical cord from her. All right. Alternatively, if you choose to fight her, when you come here from the Forbidden Woods, I think she drops a Communia rune or something like that. Just making sure I didn't miss any treasure. Okay, so from here, we are now going to visit Ariana in Odin Chapel. Just going to take I'm going to take the long way. We're going to take a jaunt there. Just sort of reminisce, go down memory lane. We've been through a lot here in Yarnum, and the Hunter's Nightmare, and the Nightmare Frontier, and Murgo's Loft, and all those places. It's been an adventure, everybody. I really love this game. I love Souls games. I love From Software games. I'm literally getting choked up that this is ending. I can't believe we did this. Starting off with the Demon Souls walkthroughs, that was the first From Software game that I truly covered on my channel. Oh, yeah, right. Right, we never actually killed Gilbert. So, if you speak with Gilbert enough at various stages of the game, he will give you the Flame Sprayer, but then he unfortunately turns into a beast, and he can be seen wandering around here. Yeah, see, his window's busted open, and here he is. You can see the claw mark rune. That's Gilbert. But, I've had this channel for a couple of years now. Or I've actually had the channel a long time, but I started taking it very seriously with Castlevania Requiem back in late 2018. And then, when the PS5 came out and I was able to get Demon Souls and get that on launch, I covered that game with a ton of walkthroughs, which is why I know a lot of people are here. It's one of the biggest times of growth for my channel. What was I going to say? Right, so, being able to then afterwards cover Dark Souls Remastered and go through that game again and sort of experience that for the first time in a little while. And now Bloodborne has just been wonderful. I really love covering these games, and what I'm hoping happens is somebody notices enough to where, maybe I get a call for Elden Ring to cover that game early or something, or, Dark Souls 4, Bloodborne 2, whatever comes next. I want to be able to show that on my channel, I truly cover everything. So that's sort of the hope here, but I have loved going through Bloodborne one more time. It's been a while since I did a full, complete playthrough. I've had the boulder, homes in on you. That's so weird. Wow, nothing. Dropped nothing. But yeah, it's just been an absolute treat playing these games again. The Chalice dungeons were boring, but, I forgot how overpowered they can make you. So I'm glad we did it. I am glad we did them. He's just slowly taking his time going down the stairs. He looks like that deflating Kermit meme. Couple guys over here. Alright. So, Ariana has moved. And she is no longer in the chapel once the, I'm not sure if it's once the blood moon rises or if it's after you defeat Murgo. Or Murgo's wet nurse, I should say. But Ariana moves down here, and we gain insight just by coming in here, and she's freaking out because, she's a prostitute, and so someone else impregnated her. This was not meant to be. It's unclear who it is, but this is her baby. That's her baby, man. So we kill the baby. That also kills her. And so we get the 1/3 umbilical cord from the baby, and then we also get Ariana's shoes. Sad, sad story, man. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go around. We're just going to kill the NPCs. This was sort of a tradition I started in the Dark Souls walkthroughs, so it's time to do it now. Luckily, there's not many NPCs to go kill. So, Odin Chapel Dweller, I'm very sorry. He's the one, out of any of the NPCs in the base game, he's the one that actually wants to help you. Kill the suspicious old man. On Factual Life, I've seen this guy referred to as the bigoted man. Like that. Jesus Christ, he's not bigoted. I already killed Adela, because she's no good. And then the old woman is out here, because I sent her... She offered to go get me more sedatives. That was her choice, not mine. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I am going to head towards the Forbidden Woods because there are two very important NPCs there that sort of have a trigger for each other. So let's just run down there really fast. This won't take long at all. The first one is Valtr, who was added with the DLC patch. I do believe he appears in the base game, even if you don't have the DLC. But if not, then sorry. This may seem like a bit of a waste. Oh, there's a corpse here. Church Hunter. Interesting. Yeah. So, Valtr is the leader of the League. And there's two ways to go about what I'm about to do. You can either give him 5 vermin and then reload the game and he will leave his post and leave behind his bucket helmet. Or you can kill him. But what we need to have happen is we need Valtr to go away. And that will trigger another hunter to show up. But unfortunately, I only have 3 vermin, so we're gonna have to kill him. It's just the way it goes. Alright, so Valtr is in this hut here. Yep, he's right here. Fortunately, though, we gotta kill him.
You scoff at the League.
And he's got the whirligig saw, so you wanna be careful with him.
Fresh.
Oh no.
When you are dead, your red blood will curdle with.
I've never actually fought him, believe it or not. This is new for me. The bucket helmet, I think, is supposed to symbolize that, like, he's basically the Solaire of this game, which I was really, really happy that, like, they didn't just add in a Solaire for the sake of it. They waited for the DLC to add him in. Yeah, I got you now. Oh, maybe not. I shouldn't have gone for the L2. I should have just... Oh! Oh my god, damn, dude. There we go. So, I do believe this causes him to drop the bucket helmet.
Confederates.
One-eyed iron helm, yeah. So what we're going to do now is we're going to reload. And upon reloading, a new hunter is going to appear in the forest. I do believe you need the DLC for this to happen. But again, alternatively, you can give Valtr 5 vermin, and then, you know, he'll just go away. You gain vermin from joining the League Covenant and wearing that rune, and then killing bosses in co-op PvE. Or PvP, yeah, co-op PvE. Alternatively, if you summon someone who is part of the League and kill the boss with them in your world, you gain vermin that way as well. And believe it or not, you can actually do that offline. So you can summon Valtr for the Ludwig fight, and then you can summon, I think, Valtr again for Lawrence. So there's a way to do it offline. Oh, there he is. Okay, I actually thought he was across the bridge. So this is one of the Madaras twins, and he has a whistle that causes a snake to show up. But never fear, because we can get that ourselves. We just gotta kill him. So believe it or not, the other Madaras Butcher twin... Yeah, right. The other Madaras Butcher twin is friendly, and you can summon him for Ludwig. But that's the Madaras Whistle, which is a new hunter tool added in the DLC. I'll show you that right now. Whoops, 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 whoops. Costs 4 bullets, and then you can just summon a snake on people. So it's basically like the Shadows of Yarnum, that ability that they have. So, Whistle of the Madaras twins, denizens of the Forbidden Woods. The twins grew up alongside a poisonous snake and developed a silent, inhuman kinship. The poisonous snake grew uncontrollably, raised on a healthy diet of beast entrails. Even after their deaths, it is said to respond to the call of the twins' whistle from within the nightmare. So, pretty sick. Just going through my head, I do believe that's everybody. Don't think there's anybody left. We already killed Alfred, resurrected Annalise. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's go to the dream and fight the final 2 bosses now. I will warn you, as soon as you kill the final boss, New Game Plus starts. You do not get a choice in Bloodborne. So, be aware. I'm going to change my gem, because I had a kin gem for Orphan of Cause earlier. Go ahead and repair. And, yeah, this one. So what we need to do is we need to eat the three of the umbilical cords. You only need to eat 3 because you need to combine 3/3 to make 1 whole one. So let's do that now. I guess you crush it. I feel like you eat it. All right. Do 1 more. And you gain 3 insight per, so feel free to spend that how you want. Alright, now, what you can do in the later patches of the game, you can purchase blood rocks from the fountain here for 60, for 60 insight. I don't recommend doing that, at least not yet. There's no real need to upgrade a weapon right now, and the Inside Bath Messengers, I feel like they carry over into New Game Plus, if I'm not mistaken. I could be totally wrong about that, but the reason I don't recommend it is because going through the beginning of the game with a lot of insight will change how things appear. And it's a really cool juxtaposition, and so you can really see how the world really is from the start. So you begin to see amygdalas on the walls right at the beginning of the game. It's pretty interesting. So I don't recommend blowing all that insight now. It carries over into New Game Plus, don't worry. But like I said, after you kill the final boss, which only appears after you consume 3 1/3 umbilical cords and defeat the penultimate boss, once you defeat the final boss, you go to New Game Plus. If you'd like, you can fight the second to last boss and then Hunter Mark out, and you can retain all your souls, and you can actually purchase that boss's weapon. I think that's really it. Also, you do have a choice. So, you don't have to fight this boss. This gate opens after you defeat Murgo's wet nurse. You don't have to fight this boss. You can choose no and get one of the endings. The game just ends there and goes into New Game Plus. But that's not what we're about. We want to fight him this way we can fight the ultimate final boss. And the final boss is Gehrman. So, we're going to talk to him.
Good hunter. Now you will die. You will be from this.
Do not submit your life. You want to refuse so you can fight him. So here we go.
Dear, oh dear. What was it? The hunt? The blood? Or the horrible dream? Oh, it doesn't matter. It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes. Tonight, Gehrman joins the hunt.
Okay, so at level 162, this is going to be pretty quick. Gehrman has 2 phases, and he uses the burial blade. He has a grab with it, where he sort of extends the burial blade. Yeah, I'm going to chop him up so fast. You gotta watch out for the grab. There you go. He also has, in my opinion, one of the best songs in the game for this boss fight. I used to listen to this while working at a law firm as a billing specialist. And I once had somebody come into my office and be like, what composer is that? Like, it was like some snooty lawyer who had no, love for video games at all. She thought they were a waste of time. But man, she thought this song was great. So there you go. Anywho, it's a hunter fight, so he's parryable. You are on a slope, though, so you want to be very careful when you dash back into his face. You also don't want to use too many blood vials, because we have another fight coming up. But you can basically just keep parrying him. He does have a gun, so if you notice him one-handing, yeah, he has a giant, like, I don't even know what to call this gun. It's a fucking bazooka. I want him to use it so you can, yeah. That's not even it. He has a one-shot that is wild. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it. That might be a phase 2 sort of thing. The phase 2 starts once he drops below 50, and he will begin to do that. And then he explodes, so you don't want to be near him when he does it. But he starts going pretty crazy now. There we go. All right. Yeah. Maybe it's just loud. Oh, this music. I could listen to it forever. Oh, no. I don't know why. I don't know how that parried me. Anyway, you can parry him no problem in this phase, but he still has that grab. What the hell, man? And of course he uses the old hunter's bone because he is an old hunter, so he can teleport around. But again, I'm just trying not to waste too many blood vials here. That's the shot. That's the bazooka shot. I guess that's what I was getting hit by. I guess it's an instant parry, but god damn, it's strong. Don't worry about your Quicksilver bullets for the next boss. They're not used at all, so don't worry about it. Unless you're a spellcaster or something, but I'm not. Whoa. That was just a guess. Alright, so we can just go in on him. Actually, you know, let's end it with a parry. Let's be gentlemen here. Yeah. Man, what a track. Alright, that's Gehrman. And as long as you have consumed 3 1/3 umbilical cords, the final boss will come out. Actually, the final boss comes out no matter what. But you only challenge it if you've consumed the 1/3 umbilical cord. 3 times. 3 of them. So this is the Moon Presence. And this is more or less the ending of the game unless you've consumed the umbilical cords. So basically what happens is the Moon Presence comes down, and then it attempts to hug you, and I won't spoil what happens if it successfully hugs you, and you successfully give in. I won't explain what happens, but there's a lot of lore here. But since we have consumed the umbilical cords, we are now cosmic or something like that. It gets pretty weird. And now we are able to actually challenge the Moon Presence and succeed it. So we get an extra boss fight. Moon Presence is not hard, especially at level 162. It's not hard to begin with. Killing Gehrman, we get the Old Hunter badge, which allows us to purchase his weapon. So you want to make sure you don't worry about your gun in this fight. It's not used. Moon Presence does have a couple of attacks that you have to watch out for. These big thrashing attacks are more or less one of them. I'm going to try to parry it. I don't actually think you can. No, I don't think you can parry this thing. Okay. All good. So the Moon Presence has an attack that you want to watch out for, where it basically starts like charging up. Yeah, this attack right here. Don't worry about that attack at all. So basically what the fuck? Okay. So basically what that does is it makes it so you get dropped to 1 HP no matter what your health is at. If your HP is at 2, you go down to 1. If it's at 1,000, you go down to 1. It doesn't matter. So while that's going on, while he's charging that up, you may as well just get in his face. There's like literally no point. So that's blood that's going to rain down on us. We don't want to get hit by that. But see, it just drops you down to 1 HP. It's not worth running away from him to get through that. You know what's funny? I might actually die because I don't have many blood vials. So let's start taking this a little bit more seriously. This way we can one-shot it. Whoa. Yeah, I always sort of found the Moon Presence's boss music to be a little lacking, especially compared to Gehrman. It's just sort of chanting. But you can gain all the rally back from him, no problem. Using that, that's why rally's there. So that's, you know, one method to sort of get that done. Should get out of here because of the blood. It's going to start exploding out of the ground now. Yeah. All these little rain clouds of blood. I think it's just damage. I don't think it deals frenzy. But, you know, you don't want to you don't want to be involved. Let's just say that. Oh god. Oh no, does that give you a numbing mist? Oh shit. I didn't realize I was about to get numbing mists. Oh, dude. Okay, now I can heal. It's gone. Okay, wow, that was awful. So yeah, I guess that beam does numbing mists. Maybe not. Maybe I got hit by something else. But that's okay. That's Moon Presence. And that's the end of Bloodborne. So there you go. And now you'll get like the secret ending of the game, and the nightmare has been fully slain. I will skip the cutscene, and we go up, you know, we get a ton of souls. I'm going to skip the cutscene. I don't want you to see it. You can experience that for yourself. But that is the quote-unquote true ending of Bloodborne. And then New Game Plus starts immediately. And you start in the same place you started before, which is... I guess this takes a while to load.
Good.
Iosefka's Clinic. Once again, back again. However, in New Game Plus, you retain everything. So, we have our armor, we have our plus 10 weapon, and most things in the beginning of the game are still going to die in one hit because I'm level 160 billion. You still get your 400,000 souls from the boss, and yeah, so what we're going to do here is we're going to kill Mr. Werewolf, get our revenge on him, never have to see him again. Okay, and then all the items respawn, and then we're going to go back to the Hunter's Dream here real quick. And the hunt has begun again. So, yeah, that's Bloodborne. We'll get back to the Hunter's Dream, and then we will close out the walkthrough. But now you have an opportunity to do everything again. And don't forget that the DLC is accessible after completing, or after killing Vicar Amelia and changing the time of day to the night. So, you don't have to wait around. But, since we have all this insight, basically once you reach Cathedral Ward, you'll more or less see the craziness, you know, with all of your insight. But okay. So yeah, Gilbert's back in his house. He's all sick again. Let's go ahead and return to the Hunter's Dream, and then since we have 99 insight, we can level up right away. You need 1 insight in order for the doll to become active. So basically, you won't have to worry about, you know, waking the doll up. I guess we have to go back and forth, actually. Hello, Gehrman.
Where are we?
Okay. Yeah, I guess we gotta go back and forth. I would actually be quite surprised if you need to kill the Cleric Beast in order to get her to show up again. Plain doll comes to life, can be interacted after gaining 1 insight. So let's warp back real fast. Right, okay, there she is. Okay, so now we can level up one final time. And that's it. I will leave my character here at level 164. I do want to show you the Bath Messengers, since we have the badges. Yeah, so... Okay, so I guess you do need to defeat Murgo's Wet Nurse in order for the Blood Rocks to show up at all. But now that we have the Hunter Chief emblem and a lot of souls to buy it, go ahead and purchase that. That makes it so you don't ever have to fight Bloodstarved Beast. You could just skip right past that. Then, of course, There's quite a few armor sets that I didn't purchase, but that's okay. Gehrman's set becomes available. And then also up here, the Insight Bath is available to us as well. But I think... Okay, great. So everything stays here, I guess. Oh, you can buy Blood Rocks, right. That's from the Insight Bath. So great. All that carries over. Also on New Game Plus, very important. So on New Game, the Chalice materials end at Pearl Slug. But in New Game Plus, you can purchase the later game stuff. So I don't really know why this is the way it is. It's kind of weird. But in case you want to go, root around in Chalices and Chalice Roots co-op, you can purchase almost every material here. Yeah, so just keep that in mind if you'd like. And then the Burial Blade is also available here. Maybe that's at the other bath. But you can purchase Gehrman's weapon if you like. Yes, the Burial Blade. It does have a strength requirement of 10, dex requirement of 12, scales D with arcane, so it's an interesting weapon. It's really sort of like a style choice, whatever you like to do. But that's it, man. That is Bloodborne. Oh, one thing that I didn't show, actually, is... I should have showed this last time. But if we go over here and change our rune to Milkweed, and then we equip the Cause Parasite that dropped off the Orphan of Cause, we get, like, special attacks with it. So, basically, our arms become tentacles with the Cause Parasite. And this only happens when you use Milkweed. So, it's pretty interesting. What also happens is you get a spell. I don't want to kill anything with it. Boom. Yeah, you get like this big AoE around you, which is pretty gnarly. But this is the Milkweed rune with the Cause Parasite. So, only available after killing the Orphan of Cause. But, yeah, so that's the L1. Does this have a transformation attack? No, it doesn't have a full transform attack, but you can do R1 transform, and then you sort of shoot out slugs at people. So I fought a couple people in PvP with this. It was pretty interesting. It's not my bag. It's like a really specific build that you need to do with, like, I think high arcane. Yeah, it has A scaling with arcane. So, I mean, it's actually, you know what I'm thinking now? It's actually not too bad, given that you could pair this with the Blades of Mercy, and then for a really late game build, you max out arcane, you could do that, but you're not really going to find much in the way of PvP because you're going to be so overleveled. Oh man, I never want to leave this world. Okay, but that's Bloodborne, everybody. I really hope this has all helped you. The walkthrough is now complete. We've done the entire main game. We've done all the story chalices, and we've done the DLC. Gotten every weapon, or made every weapon available, made all the armor sets available, gotten everything there is to get outside of like the secret stuff in the chalice dungeons using the passwords and everything. But that's it, man. Trying to think of anything nice to say. Yeah, these guides are like... I'm trying to make it so I have like a full suite of everything from software on my channel. Demon Souls Remake was a really important sort of moment on my channel where I gained a lot of new subscribers and got a lot of views. And it was wonderful. And the sort of Let's Play style walkthroughs I did for Demon Souls were received very well. I get comments on them all the time, every day. And people really liked them. And if you're one of those people, thank you very much. I really wouldn't be doing this unless people like them. So there you go. I mean, some things I want to do for myself, but I got the idea to do Dark Souls Remastered, now Bloodborne, because those guides were received so well. So this is really because of you guys. Bloodborne is a truly wonderful game. If you've made it this far, I hope you agree. It's a game that sort of keeps on giving, and it's probably the most stylish game I think I've ever played. And some games have like style or substance, and it's usually one or the other. This game, honest to God, has both. The lore is a little crazy and a lot more speculative than Souls games, but that's okay. I mean, it deals with cosmic and eldritch horror, so that's to be expected. But man, this game just oozes swagger. And like when this game came out, swag was like a buzzword. But I swear to God, every time I turn on this game and I just start walking around, even to start a new file with a hunter axe and just the hunter garb, like, it just looks so good and plays so well. And I don't even mind the 30 FPS cap. I really don't care. It certainly takes a little while to get used to. I will say that. In the very first part of the walkthrough, I think I mentioned it, like, it was a little hard to look at for a second. But once I got up to, like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes into the game, I just didn't even notice it anymore. I'm one of those people where, like, FPS doesn't bother me as long as it's consistent. I know that some people do have problems with the frame pacing of this game, which it is evident. I cannot deny that it's not evident. I mean, go play Dark Souls 3 at 60 FPS for a few hours, come back to Bloodborne, and you're going to be like, oh, this hurts. Like, it sort of hurts your eyes to look at. I can move past it once I get used to it. Some people just swear up and down that it ruins the entire experience and it's garbage. I disagree. This game just oozes swagger and style and has so much substance to it. And it's one of the most complete From Software games there is. And the Old Hunters DLC just adds so much to it. And it's just wonderful. I mean, I gush about Dark Souls and Bloodborne all the time, but Bloodborne especially, it's just stylish. It's so fun. I mean, shooting a gun in this game is unreal. Look at that. You shoot almost from the hip, just sideways. And it's just so good. But what's nice is, like, every gun acts the same. They all shoot at the same rate, so it doesn't matter. It's literally just what gun do you want to look at? Or you can do, a blood tinge build and make them do a lot of damage. But still, it's crazy. I mean, the game is just so stylish, and the DLC adds so much to it in terms of story and impact and new weapons and everything. It's great. I really hope one day we get a Bloodborne 2. At the very least, I hope we get an update to this game for the PS5. Just some sort of 60 FPS patch that maybe fixes the frame pacing or something. I don't know. If we don't, it's fine. It's fine on its own. It was fine in 2015. It's certainly fine now. But yeah, it's a game that deserves to be played. It deserves your attention, and it's frustrating to get good at. I will admit that. Learning how to parry and coming to Bloodborne from Dark Souls, where you're sort of going around every corner with a shield up. Definitely your first time through. Most people play that way. And just having to play so passively and wait for openings for the enemies. And it's just sort of like a trade, Coming into Bloodborne, aggression is rewarded and encouraged with the rally system. That's such an ingenious way to do it. Get hit, but you have a chance to gain your life back if you just get aggressive on the enemy. That's genius. Anyway, so yeah, it's just interesting. One funny thing I do want to mention is there's a YouTuber named Matthew Matosis who makes wonderful, very long commentaries on games. And he did one for Dark Souls 2. It was a critique of Dark Souls 2. And in there, he actually made I think it was in that video. It might have just been in the Demon Souls video that he did, or the Dark Souls 1 playthrough that he did. But he mentions that... oh no, actually I think it's in a video called The Lost Soul Arts of Dark Souls or something like that. Let me just look up the name. The Lost Soul Arts of Demon Souls. Yeah, so this video is called The Lost Soul Arts of Demon Souls. It's by a gentleman named Matthew Matosis, and he's an Irish YouTuber who makes very astute observations of these games. And in that video, he mentions that Souls combat is basically just Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's the same combat. It's Z targeting, just with a new paint job. You are literally just waiting to trade attacks over and over. He may have even mentioned this in the Ocarina of Time commentary that he did, but anyway, it's very true. But Bloodborne, I feel like, sort of kicks that up a notch. You're still waiting for opportunities, but the fact that you get encouraged to be aggressive is so unique to this game. So unique, and it's just such an interesting mechanic. Anyway, I've gushed about this game enough. The walkthrough's over, the party's over, Bloodborne is over. The next game that I will cover in this series will be Dark Souls 3. Today's April 14th, 2021. Resident Evil Village comes out in a few weeks. Returnal also comes out at the end of this month, so Dark Souls 3 may have to wait a little while. I don't know that game as well as I know Dark Souls 1. I know the most about Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls. I play Dark Souls 3 quite a bit, but it won't be like the same sort of like, hey, there's somebody around this corner. I know every single enemy placement. It'll be more akin to Bloodborne, where I know where most things are and I know how to deal with every challenge, so should be able to help you out. But that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Bloodborne or any of the Souls series, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch. And as always, I'm Sweet Johnny Cage. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining me for Bloodborne. I'll see you next time.